I help you?
I'd like to get an oil change and a tire rotation.
Okay.
Our dad got us a moped and we fixed it up and got it going and kind of got us our interest started in it.
I'm Dan. I've been a customer of Brandon's since as long as I can remember, probably since I've been driving. I've known Brandon since elementary school. Brandon has always been working on something to do with an engine, transmission, small motors, anything like that. That's when you hear cars, you think of Brandon.
People were bringing us their lawnmowers to get them rebuilt. Like, we weren't doing just like oil changes, we were doing like full engine rebuilds.
My name's Zach. I have been a customer of Brandon's since, well, actually I used to help Brandon out of his garage at his house before the actual business was going. We used to lay on the floor, sliding transmissions. We had an engine hoist on the rafters of his garage.
And started doing tires out of the house. I'd get home from work at 3 o'clock. People would be pulling in right as soon as I get off work to get their tires put on.
I call him all the time about a noise, anything like that. He always has given me an honest answer, and I've never been able to go wrong with trusting Brandon for advice.
Knock out some tires, and next thing you know, it became a thing almost every night. And then my days off, I had Wednesday, Thursday off, I was doing engine swaps in my house garage. I mean, it turned into a big thing, and my girlfriend, she was getting pretty upset because there's 6 people's cars in the driveway.
You know, you call them, if one person doesn't know the answer, someone probably does, and if they don't know, they figure it out. My entire family comes up here to Brandon's. It's just, you know, it's like home when you walk up here, you know. Come up here, see what's happening, kind of chill. You know, he's not going to try and sell you something you don't need. He's very big on, you know, honesty up here. That's real big.
She was driving through Palmyra one day and saw there was a building in Palmyra up for rent, and she's like, why don't you go look at it? So on a whim, I called the guy up, went over, met him 5 minutes later. We hashed out a deal on it. I said, I gotta really think this over. Dad, I went over to talk to my dad. He's always been my go-to on any situations that I'm not sure what I should do in. And he said, we went over the numbers, and he's like, ask your brother if he'll quit his full-time job and come work for you. So I went downstairs and I asked him, I was like, hey, if I give you a raise, will you come work for me? And he made the crazy leap to quit his stable job to come work for me. 2.5 years later, we were maxed out at that location. It was only maybe 1,200 square feet, had 2.5 bays basically, and Justin was down there busting his butt every day trying to get everything done, and I couldn't hire any more employees because you'd have been on top of each other, and we found this location here in Grantville, and we went from 1,200 square feet to 6,400 square feet. I'm no longer with the railroad, working full-time here now. I have 5 full-time employees.
Yeah, Garth came from the manager at Love's. He works on most of the rigs. He gets most of the stuff done in a fair amount of time. Yeah, Dan, he came from a Volkswagen dealership. He likes the European stuff, so
We all make fun of him for that one.
Farva.
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 he likes all the BMWs and the Volkswagens and Audis. He's really good with those. Yeah, Brittany, I've taught her a lot of things. She likes to do tires and oil changes.
She likes to be hands-on.
She likes to be hands-on. She likes to learn a lot, and she is also the receptionist here. I came from a background. I started out at Speedco, doing oil changes and fuel filter changes and greasing trailers, and ended up going to National Tire and Battery. That's where I learned a lot of things. Had a few good guys there, taught me how to do alignments and whatnot, and ended up, a guy quit there and went to Goodyear, and I followed him. It's actually the same Goodyear that Brandon worked at. Ended up being an alignment tech there, and got out of that, industry for a little bit and went to Cummins. And I learned a lot of things about diesels there. That's kind of my expertise. I do all the diesel work, all the Cummins and Duramax. Big fan of those. I can get those done pretty quickly and figure out your problems. And yeah, Brandon, he likes to do transmissions and electrical things. That's where his pride and joy is.
It's like a family working here. Every one of these guys, I think, would bend over backwards for you. And if they treat the customers half the way they treat the rest of us, that's why I like working here.
It has meant the world to me to be able to work with somebody who I've known for a few years now, and also is like family. Everybody in the shop, it's just the greatest feeling in the world. It's not like I have to go to work every morning. It's like going to hang out with my friends.
I like working here because they're very family oriented, and it's more than just working for a company, it's family.
Brandon's Tire and Service in Grantville, Pennsylvania. There's no job too large or too small.
Brandon's Tire and Service, there's no job too large or too small.
Brandon's Tire and Service. No job too large or too small.
Brandon's Tire and Service, but there's no job too large or too small.
We're not just a tire shop. There's no job too large or too small. So come check us out, located in Grantville, Pennsylvania, at Brandon's Tire and Service.